It's the September Simcoe Natural Foods September 2024 show with Leigh. Um, the kids are back at school. I bet you got all this free time now. You're probably just wandering around the kitchen making all these different great things.
Oh yeah.
What are we making today? I'm kind of curious here.
Uh, so this morning I'm making pumpkin butter protein bites. So
Pumpkin butter protein bites.
yeah,
Sounds good.
something you have to have nut-free things in the lunches. So that's why I chose pumpkin butter, but you could use tahini or you could use sunflower seed butter as well. You just need some kind of nut butter or seed butter to hold it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this obviously a very healthy snack? You're always making such great snacks for your kids.
Yeah.
And the kids like it, obviously, right?
It's super simple. It's got whole grain oats, nut butter, honey, just some vanilla extract, sea salt, and I've got dark chocolate chips in it.
Ooh,
But you
yummy.
can play around. You can add cinnamon and raisins and make like a cookie bite. You could add different dried fruit, nuts and seeds. This is just like a base list of ingredients, and then you can change it up.
And pumpkin's just such a enjoyable fall food, right? Like you always look forward to it. Pumpkin pie, oh my goodness.
I think they like it too because it's green.
It's green.
The energy bites look green.
So for the stuff that you've got there, can we get this all at Simcoe Natural Foods? I always ask.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we've even got some really nice dark chocolate chips as well. Oh, and I've got a vegan protein powder, a vanilla vegan protein powder that I add to it as well.
Okay.
The protein.
That protein powder you can probably mix with other things as well, correct?
Of course. Yeah, you can make smoothies with it. You can mix it in yogurt or cereal.
And it's probably, sorry to interrupt, it's probably chock full, isn't it, of good stuff?
Oh yeah, it's got like a full vitamin mineral profile. It's got greens in it. It's got blue-green algae, and I mean the kids don't even notice. It tastes good, and you're kind of hiding it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the nutrition factor alone, right? Like this is kind of where folks need to be with their kids, especially if you can make something simple. And are these freezable? Are they refrigeratable?
Yeah, they're freezable. They last for 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge as well. But if you freeze them, you can just pop them in their lunch that morning.
One of the things I got to ask, because we're going to go back to 1970, whatever. When I was a little kid, I was always at lunch so starving. Like I was just, you just want to eat, eat, and eat. Did these fill you up a little bit? Like, do you?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
They give energy, they're filling, because they're covering all the bases. They've got fat in them, they've got protein, they've got fiber and carbs.
Wow.
Really just, it's like an energy bite.
So it's really good for adults too. Let's, some of us big kids should probably be taking those, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Hiking or camping or just when you're on the go. Oh, it makes a good breakfast too.
Yeah, it would be great on top of cereal or something too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you could crumble
my hemp hearts. Throw that in with my hemp hearts.
Yeah, like I'll roll them in things too. So these ones I've rolled in hemp hearts. These are cocoa dusted, and then these I put extra chocolate chips in.
So you'll be enjoying those today. Maybe you should put those right in the freezer, for the kids. Maybe.
Yeah.
So how do we go about making this?
So I use a food processor. You could mix it by hand if you don't have one. So it's really easy. You just put all the ingredients in the food processor and blend it till it thickens and it gets sort of sticky and starts to form a ball.
Yeah.
It only takes about a minute.
Oh, wow.
And once it forms a sticky ball, then you just use a teaspoon. Take a teaspoon, roll them into a ball, and do what you will with them. Then you can roll them in more seeds or.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so simple. Can you walk me through what ingredients we have in these ones?
Yes. So I've got 1.5 cups of whole grain oats.
Yeah.
I've got a scoop of vanilla protein powder. I've got 1/3 of a cup of raw honey in there. So good for cold and flu season.
Good point.
Yeah. And then I've got half a cup of pumpkin seed butter, but any nut butter goes. Like peanut butter is a favorite around here, but we can't send that to
No, not to
school.
school.
So. And then I've got half a cup of these nice
Chocolates.
dark chocolate chips, pinch of sea salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla.
That's it.
That's it.
And then you just throw it in the processor, give it a minute, minute and a half.
Yep. And it
So
all
it
comes
thickens.
together, thickens up. And you might want to wet your fingers with some water while you're rolling it into a ball, because then it doesn't stick to your fingers.
And do you put them right in the fridge, or do they form up on their own? Like, what's that process?
Not on their own, but I do put them in the fridge right after, just so they harden a little bit.
Yeah.
And I keep them in the fridge. Or
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can bag them and do whatever you want. And then when the kids are off to school, you pack those away and away they go.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like just super simple, and you can play around with it. Do like an oatmeal raisin cinnamon one.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Yeah, I've got dried blueberries or dried cranberries. So you could do like a trail mix style, add some sunflower seeds to it. Like it's just.
Let's take a minute, because I really do want to talk a bit more about the nutritional value in this and sort of throw out some of the things that you see that are commonplace that would help people in everyday life, like just having a few of these.
Yeah. And I like the pumpkin seed butter because it's got a lot of zinc in it. Pumpkin seeds have a lot of zinc, and that's a super immune booster. Like your body can't make immune cells without zinc.
Oh,
So it's a great way to get zinc in your diet. And it tastes good. Like it's not overpowering, so it doesn't take away from the flavor.
the cool part is everything's raw. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not boiling anything or taking away any flavors or nutritional value.
It's all raw, whole food. Yeah.
So great. I mean, the nutritional value point I like, because now could you use like a gluten-free oat, I guess? Could you use some?
Yeah, we have that as well at the store. We've got gluten-free quick oats, I think, but
Yeah.
whole grain or quick, it doesn't matter. Either one works.
And like you said, if you get company all of a sudden, they probably make a great little treat, right? You
Yeah,
just pull them out and away you go.
yeah. And again, you can use peanut butter if you prefer, or you could use cashew butter.
Oh yeah, almond butter.
Almond butter, anything. You could add extra like salted peanut chunks to it. You can just it's delicious.
What's the recommended time frame? Like, you usually just keep those. You don't want to leave them in the freezer for months on end, but within the month, use them up.
Yeah, like keep them in the fridge for a couple weeks, freeze them for 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, and if somebody comes by Simcoe Natural Foods, you can help them get organized. Like you said, you have all this in the store.
Yeah.
We should have you should tell your boss we'll have your own little section in the store where there's all those ingredients, and they just pick them up, a little baggie of them, and away they go. They can go home and make their treats. It's and again, all this is available at Simcoe Natural Foods in Simcoe on the Queensway. Anything else, Leigh? Like, this is pretty simple recipe. I love that it's
so simple.
I could do it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I like to keep it simple.
Yeah, well, don't get carried away. You know me. But thanks for taking the time and doing this today. I really appreciate it. Again, Simcoe Natural Foods on the Queensway, folks.
Yeah,
check it out.
Thanks for having me.